Electoral bonds are back. The Supreme Court finally started hearing the petitions challenging electoral bonds. Electoral bonds, remember, are the way in which political parties can finance their election campaign. I'll explain that later in the show. But today, the Modi government strongly defended these bonds, saying they have made the funding of political parties transparent. The petitioners, however, are claiming that the entire electoral bond system is being used by the Modi government to garner maximum resources and turn the election in their favor. The court will next hear the case in December, but what happened today? Here's a report.
Nearly 5 years after petitions were filed challenging electoral bonds, the Supreme Court resumed hearing them on Friday. The bonds, pitched as a substitute to cash donations made to political parties, was to bring transparency, but is ironically facing criticism for being opaque. However, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the central government in the court, backed the electoral bonds, calling them completely transparent. Senior lawyers Prashant, Bhushan and Kapil Sibbal, representing the petitioners, which include the Association for Democratic Reforms and CPM, argued there is anonymity involved in the electoral bond scheme. Taking a jibe at the government, Bhushan said, government issues bonds before every assembly elections. The Narendra Modi government and opposition have locked horns over electoral bonds ever since it was launched in 2017.
Government is moving in the right direction, that electoral bonds are a good instrument to check and establish audit trail on how political parties collect funds and how corporate sector finances the political parties.
The Association for Democratic Reforms also claims the bonds are anything but transparent.
I am afraid to say that the statement of the Solicitor General is not correct. The bonds are nowhere near transparent. The Finance Minister himself said the same day that he introduced the bonds, that bonds will be anonymous in character.
Electoral bonds sold 4 times a year allow political parties to accept money from donors whose identities are kept anonymous. These can be sold in multiples of 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 1 crore rupees.
Petitions challenging the validity of the electoral bond system have been pending for over 7 years now in the Supreme Court. Once again today, it was pointed out that the opaque electoral bond system as well as the amendments to the FCRA which allow contributions from foreign companies are a danger to Indian democracy. The Supreme Court has for now said that it will hear the matter on December 6th.
Bureau Report, India Today.